Good morning. Happy Friday. Today, our topic is a question that I get asked, or I got asked recently. So here goes. I have a student who shuts down after one little mistake. Do you have any tips? And yes, I do. But first things first, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Andrea Oram. I am a music teacher and new music teacher mentor. So I love helping people figure out how to do this wonderful thing called music teaching with all sorts of age groups, whether it's pre-K through 12, whether it's adults with lessons, whether it's kids with lessons, groups or individuals or what have you, right? I love to do it all. And I wanted to let you know before we get started that there is a training coming up really soon about informances. So you should check out the link in the description of this video just to see if that's something that would be helpful for you. Informances are a little bit different than performances, but can be less stressful. And at least in my opinion, they're less stressful. And I've loved doing them with all sorts of age groups. So go check that out. There's a bonus in there too for people who are grabbing that early. So go check it out if you are interested. If not, no big deal. But today, our topic, I have a student who shuts down after one little mistake. What do I do? Great question. I love working with students who struggle with making mistakes. Why? Because it was me as a kid. I struggled with making mistakes. I didn't like being wrong. And I didn't like, especially musically, not sounding good. Let's be real. So when I would make a mistake, I would struggle with it and I would sometimes shut down. And so as an adult, as a music teacher, I love working with kids like this because I see myself in them. Right? And I'm sure that's the case for some of you. And for some of you who are not like that, that's okay. Let's teach you a little bit about some ways that you can help that student succeed. So here, I'll give you a couple short tips here. Number one, model making mistakes. And that I'm not saying to make mistakes on purpose, but I'm saying when you do make a mistake, mention it. Like, oh shoot, I just made a mistake there. I bet I know how to fix it. So verbalize your thought process when you do make a mistake. Okay. So what that could also look like, oh man, did you hear me make a mistake? And maybe the student says no, maybe the student says yes. And if they say yes, I'm like, oh wow, I'm so proud of you for hearing that. I'm going to see if I can fix it this time. Or if they don't hear it, I'll say, oh, that's okay. I just am glad that I noticed my mistake because when I notice my own mistakes, I can fix them. If I don't notice them, then I can't fix them, right? Because it's true. If you don't notice that you made a mistake, how would you be able to fix it if you didn't have somebody point it out to you? And it's okay to not notice all of your mistakes. I mean, we're human. We're going to make mistakes, and we're also not going to notice all the mistakes that we make. But if we are able to self-correct a mistake that we make, then that moves us even farther on the journey to improvement and to getting better, right? So that leads me to my second point. I praise a student when they make a mistake. Let me tell you what that means, because some of you will be like, I don't know, Andrea, that seems kind of weirdo. Here, let me explain. I don't just praise the student for making the mistake. I praise the student for either their response to the mistake or talking them through how to fix it, right? So I might say, oh, I hear you. Did you notice that you made a mistake? And they're like, yeah, I didn't like that. I say, you know what? I'm glad you noticed it. Just like I said before, because then when you can fix it when you notice it. Or if they didn't notice, I'm like, oh, that's okay. That's what I'm here for, right? And then I'll talk them through it. And I will say at the end, after they've worked through something with me a little bit and fixed a mistake and been able to successfully sing it after, a few minutes or whatever, I will say, well, I'm really proud of you. You know why? And sometimes they'll say, because I fixed my mistake. Or other times they'll say, no, why? And then I get to explain, I'm proud of you for persevering, for giving yourself grace to make a mistake and fix it. I'm proud of you for pushing through when it felt really hard right there for a minute. So those are all examples of ways that in very short little spurts over time that I encourage my students and I give them moments to learn and grow in their grit, their ability to keep pushing through something that's challenging, and their growth mindset about how they make mistakes. Because growth mindset is that huge that part where we are able to say, I don't know how to do this yet, but I can learn, right? Or I don't know, I keep making a mistake here. I'm a failure, but rather I can grow and learn and how to do this, right? So it's that self-talk that they are working through and learning, right? It's not just musical learning that we teach our students. We teach our students all sorts of life skills and practice skills and learning skills through some of these lessons or classes. And so I just take every opportunity that I can um, to work on those things because my students really do benefit. So I know this is a short, quick, sweet one. I hope you were able to gain some healthy verbiage or ideas from some of the things that I shared today. If you are watching the replay, say hi. Let me know what you are up to on this Friday, or if you have any fun plans for Super Bowl Sunday. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on Monday. Bye for now.